In the golden age of television, commercials were often part of the show, written directly into the program as a segment for cast members to perform. To maintain the integrity of our program and to preserve the historic significance of this convention, as well as to honor the madmen who wrote the bits, these segments remain intact for your enjoyment. However, for several reasons, we have attempted to mask some of the products in these commercial bits. If you can name the products featured or want to learn more about this era of television, log on to goldeneraflix.com for a chance to win fun prizes and enjoy classic TV trivia bragging rights. Thank you and enjoy the program as it was intended to be seen.
It's the Gary Moore Show. With Durward Kirby. Marion Lawrence. Starring Gwen Verdon. Our special guest, Julie Andrews. And Gary Moore.
Much love to each of you from all of us. Well, the holiday season is upon us, and traditionally this is the time of year when all the television fellas come out at the beginning of their shows and tell a lot of Christmas shopping jokes. You might have heard Bob Hope doing it just a couple of nights ago. So why should I be different, you know? I mean, I don't want to get thrown out of the union. As a matter of fact, though, I did just finish my Christmas shopping, and I wouldn't say the stores were crowded, but one woman fainted, and it was 10 minutes before she could fall down. But seriously, folks, I know it's hard to know what to get for Durward. I wanted to buy him some handkerchiefs, but I didn't know what size his nose was. But seriously, folks, what I got Durward was a box of tissues. It's very economical. When you take one tissue, the next tissue reaches up and pulls it back. Now, seriously, folks, you should have seen all the kids lined up to see Santa Claus, and Santa was really rushing them through. One little boy came off the line. His father asked Santa Claus what he said to him. And the little boy said...
Excuse me, Mr. Moore.
Yeah?
They say there's something wrong with the sound. I got to adjust this boom mic.
Well, I'm right in the middle of a joke. I was just getting hot out here.
Just take a second. There, that should do it. Woof, woof, woof. How's that, Dave?
Seems all right, but say something into the mic, Hubble.
Well, what should I say?
Say anything.
Okay. Well... this boy come from the line, and his father asked him, what does Santa Claus say to you? And the little boy said, he told me to keep moving. Is that okay, Dave?
Okay.
It's okay now, Mr. Moore. Go ahead. Get hot.
Shame to interrupt all the hilarity I had going on out here, but that's show business. But, you know, the biggest seller in the music department this Christmas are the Twist records. You all know what this Twist is. The Twist is a dance...
You're sitting in the wrong place. Your marker's over here.
Supposed to be over this way?
Yeah, that's right, ain't it, Dave?
Yeah, it looks okay. Let's see if we still got the sound. Say something, Rod.
Okay. Well, folks, you all know what the twist is. That's a dance where you wear your pants out from the inside. How's the sound, Dave?
That's fine.
Well, it's all yours, Mr. Moore.
What is?
Rodney,
See, we've ruined...
what are you doing out here?
I'm putting Mr. Moore on his mark.
In the middle of a monologue? Mr. Moore is out here trying to get a laugh. Do you think that's easy for him? Have you no pity, Rodney?
All right. Gee.
Thanks, fellas. Well, I'll tell you, it's been quite a winter here in New York. I wouldn't say it was cold outside, but at the zoo, I heard one penguin say to another penguin...
Excuse me, Mr. Moore.
You want to tell what one penguin said to the other penguin?
I don't believe I know that one.
Oh, good. Then I can tell it. It was so cold, I heard one penguin say to the other penguin...
I'm sorry, Mr. Moore, but your monologue time is up. You told me to give you a signal, so here it is.
The monologue's all over, huh? How did I do?
It is not my duty to pass judgment. I am merely here to inform you that this is the time to introduce Miss Gwen Verdon.
Oh.
One of the most versatile and talented stars of the Broadway theater, whose appearance always brings a sparkle and excitement to our show.
And you say it's time for me to introduce Gwen Verdon?
I just done it. Shall we go, Mr. Moore?
Sure, all right, let's go.
Oh, pick up the stool.
friends, to continue with our Christmas show, we'd like...
Well, Gary.
Oh, Marion, look at you. Wow.
You like it?
Oh, yes, it's magnificent, Marion.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it,
solid mink.
Marion, may I ask where you got that?
Well, don't ask any questions. I won't tell you any lies, you know.
Marion, do you mean that some admirer of yours?
Oh, now, look here. Now, don't start any rumors, you naughty boy, you know.
I bet when the other girls on the show saw that mink, it really made their eyes pop.
Oh, I should say so. But as I said, any girl can get a mink if she plays her cards right.
What do you mean?
I won it at a poker game.
Oh.
Well, it's Christmas, and I thought I'd better tell the truth.
It's
yeah.
always the best policy, yes. Well, 'tis the season to be jolly and to be festive. And what better way to decorate our stage than with the lovely lady who is our next guest. Here from merry old England is the very young and very merry Miss Julie Andrews.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't
Isn't she just gorgeous? Now, I'll tell you something. No matter what else you got on your mind, you got to stay tuned in, because in a very few minutes here, we're presenting something that's got me so excited. You have seen Carol Burnett and Julie Andrews work together with great results. You've also seen Carol and Gwen Verdon work together magnificently. So, this week, we're doing a trio number with all three of them, Gwen Verdon, Julie Andrews, and Carol Burnett, and it's got to be a blockbuster. And speaking of excitement, we were all very excited when Oldsmobile joined our show this year. We thought the cars looked great, and when we drove them, we were most impressed. Well, it looks like a great many people got pretty excited, because I understand now that the 62 Oldsmobiles are the best-selling cars in the medium price class. Come on, let me show you just a few of the reasons for the swing to Olds. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the magnificent 98. This is the holiday sports sedan, and isn't she a beauty? Sports styling? Yes. but with a great deal of elegance. It's this styling we had in mind when we said there is something extra about owning an Olds for 62. And how about this? The exciting new Super 88. It's refreshing in design, tremendously exciting in action. If you like a combination of motoring excitement and luxurious comfort, you'll especially like this new Super 88. This is the Fiesta model. And now another rocket that rates raves, this great new Dynamic 88. The roof tells you that you're surrounded by glamour. The savings tell you you're enjoying economy, and the new high compression V8 performance tells you there is something extra about owning a Dynamic 88 for 62. And for that extra something you can't find anywhere else. Take a look at this Oldsmobile original, the Starfire Coupe. It has all the luxury, power, and distinction you could ask for. Like its running mate, the Starfire convertible, the Starfire Coupe is a real adventure in motoring excitement. Now, we wish that we could show you more. But the place to really see these wonderful new cars is at your Oldsmobile dealers. So stop in, won't you, and see for yourself why there's something extra about owning an Olds for 1962.
Dear President Kennedy, you said we were a nation of softies. You said that we were not physically fit. Dear JFK, the very next day we determined to do our bit. So we all joined up at Big Daddy. We girls have heeded your call. All out for physical fitness. Witness. Doing it. Inhale, exhale, straighten and bend. Inhale, exhale, straighten and bend. Exercise is a girl's best friend. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it now. Hello, honey.
Hi. How do you do? Hi.
No.
Oh, I give up. I quit. It's hopeless.
What's hopeless, honey?
This.
Oh, don't be silly. It may be a long haul, but it's not hopeless. We're all in the same boat.
How do you do it?
How do we do it? Well, first, we start every morning with the vigor and vim, because we start every morning with a morning swim. And then we steam for an hour just to keep us in trim. And then the masseuse massages us from limb to limb. And then we skate. And then we fall. And then we swim some more until we're ready for these great machines to roll. Yes, this is how we stay in our sweet and homey pink and chromium jeans.
Oh, I can't do it.
You can. Keep doing it for Jeff. Everybody's doing it. Doing it. The everybody's doing it. He's doing it. Doing it to kiss. I can do it. Doing it to come. Doing it for one. Doing it for all. Doing duty called. It's a ball. Doing it for everybody's doing it. Doing it the easy way. Doing it. I was dumpy, frumpy, and fat.
No.
People called me Mrs. Jack Sprat. But this rump bumper changed all that. And everybody's doing it now.
Hey, do you mean there's really hope for me?
Oh, absolutely. I was just a little string bean. No shape at all, you know what I mean? Till I found this little old rowing machine. Now everybody's doing it. I'll row until I ruin it. Everybody's doing it now. Come on. fat and flabby and paunchy and well-fed and well-to-do. And when it got soft and fat and flabby, ooh, how awful, the whole bloody thing fell through. Beastly. Do you want what happened to the Roman Empire to happen to you?
Oh, no! What do I do?
Keep doing it, but everybody's doing it. Keep doing it, see everybody's doing it. Keep on doing it. Come, and we're doing it for one. Doing it for one. You small, it's the ball, it's the ball.
It tickles!
Everybody's doing it, doing it. Everybody's doing it, doing it. Inhale, exhale, straighten and bend. Inhale, exhale, flex and extend. Exercise is a girl's best friend. Everybody's doing it, doing it, doing it.
Time to go to work.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Even Santa's doing it for Jay.
Tonight, we are not designating any particular year as our wonderful year because at Christmas time, all years are wonderful, especially for the children who live in the magical world of toys. Here's some films of kids all over the world staring into the Christmas shop windows and trying out the toys. I'll not speak much because their faces are far more beautiful than any words. There's Santa.
What do you want, love? Hey?
A pair of boxing gloves.
I hope you can hear that. Santa said, what do you want? A pair of boxing gloves. But that, my friends, is the way to see Christmas, through the eyes of a child, and how very active their little minds can be at this time of year. I want you to listen to some of these. These are excerpts from actual letters mailed to Santa Claus. Now, incidentally, I want to make it very clear to all of you kids that these letters have been delivered to Santa, and he has them right now, so don't worry. I borrowed them from the post office before they were sent to Santa, and I copied them down, and they are absolutely authentic. Now, listen to these, because I consider some of these to be absolute literary gems. Dear Santa, I want trains, roller skates, a rocket ship, and the robot man that walks and talks. These are all the toys I hope you're going to bring me. So far, Santa, I love you. Dear Santa, we don't have a chimney on our house, so here is the key to the front door. Dear Santa, last year you brought me a magic wand for making wishes come true. Please bring me one this year that works. Dear Santa, I want lots of toys because I love toys and they are fun to play with. P.S. You better forget my brother David. He don't believe in Santa Claus. Oh, and this one. Now, this is the kind of child that every father prays that he will be given. Listen to this. Dear Santa, please send a refrigerator for Daddy to keep his beer in. And this one. Oh. Dear Santa, I have one sister and my dog downstairs had 12 puppies. Give him a horse. I have a cat upstairs and have you something for the cat. I can spell Constantinople. Here's a kid who's after my own heart, really. Dear Santa, please cut out the stewed prunes. Dear Santa, I'm trying to be good until Christmas. P.S. Please hurry. Dear Santa, all our family's money is going this year to buy another sister to play with. My brothers and me like toys better. Here's one. Dear Santa, I am 4 years old and I eat meatballs. Dear Santa, my mommy will have to tell you what I want. I forgot. And here's this final one. Here's a boy, I just assume it's a boy, but this youngster has the true Christmas spirit. This is what Christmas is all about. Dear Santa, please send me a train. I have been a very, very good boy. If you don't, I will get you. In this wild and woolly world of television, it's a good idea for a performer to know where his strength lies. And I would be 40 times a fool if I didn't recognize the tremendous contribution made every week by our dancers and by our singers. Talented young men and beautiful young ladies, like, for instance, our choir. Now, tonight they're going to sing for you the story of a little poor boy in Bethlehem who had no gift for the Christ child. So he decided to take his one possession, his toy drum, and play for the Holy Babe. Here are the George Becker Singers. George Becker Singers. Now, if you were to ask me what I like most about Christmas time, I think I could sum it all up in one sentence.
Meet the nicest people everywhere around Christmas time. You meet the nicest people just like everyone here.
And I can't understand how the very same people who laugh so freely
and sing so gaily
can be so gloomy the other days of the year.
You get the nicest feeling in the air around Christmas time. You get the warmest greetings filled with holiday cheer.
And wouldn't the world be a great place to live in if everybody would be the nicest, warmest,
friendliest, Christmassy
sort of people
every day of the year?
Yes, all over the world, Christmas means laughter and it means song. And many of the same songs are sung by all nationalities. English carols are sung by the French. French carols are sung by the English. English ones in Spain. As a matter of fact, they're probably singing a song on some plain in Spain right now.
Okay, felicidad, caminar en un trineo.
Por los bosques, qué lindo ya saben.
Nos paseamos con gran alegría.
Y cascabeles argentinos caminamos.
Ding, 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 con su resonar. Ding, 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 la trulla con su son. Ding, 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 es felicidad. Ding, 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 nos alegra el corazón.
One of the earliest of all Christmas carols is thought of as being English. But in France, back in the Middle Ages, they were singing something like this.
La grande nouveauté qui de la foi de nuit fit renaître l'espoir du manoir autoris. Noël, 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 Jésus est né, chantons Noël.
One of the gayest of all carols is this very old favorite from Wales.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la.
Germany's Christmas symbol is the Christmas tree, and one of their most famous carols is one in praise of it.
O Tannenbaum, wie gründet deine Blätter? Du grünst nicht nur zur Sommerzeit, nein auch im Winter, wenn es schneit. O Tannenbaum, wie gründet deine Blätter?
Irving Berlin has given the world a Christmas song that has been translated into almost every language. In Italy, it sounds something like this.
Ei vieni giù dal cielo, con dolce canto al mio cuore, che mi dice spero che tu è Natale, non soffrire
In Mexico, Christmas means the piñata, and the piñata means a festive time for all.
Yo quiero oro, ni quiero plata, solo que quiero es quemar la piñata, echar con fritos y canelones, a los muchachos que son muy ratones, echar con fritos y canelones, a los muchachos que son muy ratones. Oh, la 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 la
You know, earlier this week while we were putting this show together, we were all sitting around reminiscing about Christmas, and Carol and I got to talking about different plays and pageants that we had participated in when we were kids. And I recall my first personal appearance quite vividly. It was at Miss May's Cornerstone Kindergarten on Lafayette Avenue in Baltimore. And for the Christmas show at the kindergarten, I came out on the stage and I recited the only song, or rather sang the only song I knew, which was about Halloween. Who cares? And I'll never forget a word of it. Here it goes. Now make allowances because I'm only 5. You know I am a brownie. I come on Halloween. My home is in the old tree among the leaves so green. I scamper, scamper, scamper while birds and squirrelies play. I work until I hear the birdies peep. And then I know 'tis day. Well, now, I found out that Carol here went me one better when she was a kid because she had to perform, but she wrote her own poem. This is when you were in high school. But she wrote this poem herself, and it's really a lovely, lovely thing. It is. Do you mind, Carol?
I wish I was a Christmas star perched atop a tree. Folks would see me from afar because of how bright I'd be. I'd shine all night, I'd shine all day, a lovely sight to see. And folks would look at me and say, we should have got a bell.
Now, who else but Carol Burnett would think of a thing like that for Christmas? It was lovely. It was lovely. Now, Durford?
Yeah.
I know that you never went in for that kind of shenanigans when you were a young lad in school, but we don't want you to be left out of tonight's festivities. So, will you stand up here for a moment? I'd like you to recite that little poem that we were discussing earlier today.
Wait a minute, though. I thought you were kidding then.
No. Everybody has to do a little bit here.
But it's not dignified, though. It's a silly...
Come on, Durward, let your hair down.
It took 2 hours to set it. I'm not letting it down.
Durward, don't be a party pooper. Come on now. This is a very cute poem for the kiddies. Do the whole thing.
I am a big, tall Christmas tree. And I...
No, with gestures. Put the gestures in that I showed you. Do the gestures.
He gets every nickel's worth out of you, you know?
Do the gestures, the whole thing.
I am a big, tall Christmas tree. And my head comes to a point, you see. I'm not going to do this whole thing.
There are lots of little kiddies watching out there, and the kids will love this.
Not my kids. They're ashamed of me as it is.
He was doing fine, wasn't he, Post? Pick up where it says my arms are green. Go ahead.
My arms are green, my bark is brown, and I'm all dressed up in a tinsel gown. When I'm hung with gifts, my branches droop, and I feel like a great big nincompoop.
If you didn't like that, I know another one. You could be a plum pudding in that.
Look, get on with the show. Just go ahead and get on with the show.
Well, let's have a little change of pace here. Let's be serious about our poetry for just a minute, shall we? My favorite Christmas poem is called A Christmas Wish. It's by Henry Van Dyke. And I like it, I think, because it says about Christmas all the things I feel about it, and all the things that I would say had I the words. This year I've asked Marion Lauren to read it to us. So here from all of us to each of you is A Christmas Wish.
I'm thinking of you today because it's Christmas, and I wish you joy. And tomorrow, because it's the day after Christmas, and I shall wish you joy. Mayhap I cannot tell you about it from day to day, for you may be far away, or we may be entangled with the things of life. It makes no difference. My thoughts and my wish will be with you. Whatever of joy or success comes to you, I shall be glad. Clear through the year, without pretense, I wish you the spirit of Christmas.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our sponsors, Oldsmobile, Johnson, and Winston, and the writers, the entire production staff of the Gary Moore Show, wish you a most happy holiday and a very Merry Christmas.
Equipment from Vic Tanny, Spurs, and Frederica. The preceding program was pre-recorded.